Wait a second. We got a problem here. Look at this thing. It's got that StreamYard logo up there on the top. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know how to get that off of there.
Oh.
All right. Well, anyway, hello.
Hi. Oh,
Well,
yours. Oh, yeah, it is right there.
Hello and welcome.
We're powered by StreamYard.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you guys powered by?
Yeah. Notice I'm wearing football gear because the basketball season's over for me after last night with Texas.
Oh.
They shit the bed in spectacular fashion.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not watch.
Well, good thing. You saved yourself some time and torment.
Okay. What happened? Give me a brief.
Texas led the whole game until the last 5 minutes, and then Xavier. And what kills me, not so much Xavier. Xavier's fine, but Sean Miller's their coach, who used to coach Arizona.
Okay.
Before he got fired for paying players. I can't stand him. So that killed me a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Now I can enjoy the rest of the tournament in peace in my Detroit Lions Honolulu Blue.
There you go.
But the good news this week, I got a new barber.
Oh.
And my barber shop.
Their hair looks good, man.
Thank you. And it is directly, same parking lot and everything, directly behind Overtime Cards.
Get out of here.
Dude. So now when I get a haircut, my wallet can get a haircut too.
Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone called for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, buddy.
You know, this chat room is really distracting when I'm trying to do the intro.
Yeah, I can see why
I had
that
to
makes
really
sense.
look away.
Yeah.
Well, we've got another fun episode for you guys tonight. We're going to dive more into Chad's rookie card autograph collection.
Ooh.
I've got some updates, some not so great updates. And we have a Guess the Sound winner, but we don't know who they are.
That's a problem.
So we're going to dive into all that and more. But before we get started, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
Sure thing. Let's remind people of our website where we want to drive some activity to there at pttfpodcast.com. Just like every week, you can listen to our shows. See this thing here, Ricky? You see this. I'm on recent episodes at pttfpodcast.com. You scroll down at pttfpodcast.com.
Uh-huh.
You can click on the recent episode and listen to the episode.
Man.
Or say you want to watch us.
Ooh.
Well, you know what? We are up on the YouTube every week at Pack to the Future Podcast, where you should go subscribe and turn on your notifications.
Yes.
But you can also watch those videos from the website, pttfpodcast.com.
That is so awesome.
Last little bit there, if you're going to do a little card shopping, Ricky,
Mm-hmm. And
maybe you want to buy some cards. Maybe, I've got an idea for that.
Okay.
But for now, the sponsor and affiliate link before you go make your purchases on eBay. Scroll down, click the eBay link, shop as planned, free to you. The show gets a small commission in the process. And again, we want to thank you, listeners, for doing that each and every week. We see the results. We are very grateful.
Very. And remember, all the funds we get, we pour right back into giving away prizes to you guys.
I did our taxes for last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were definitely in the negative last year because we gave back to the people.
Exactly. And I think that if we're not in the negative this year, it'll be barely above because we've given so much back.
Our business model is to be in the negative. Our business model is to fail.
Yeah. Our business model is to go broke over the years.
Yeah. So if you want any business advice, get at me. But also we want to remind people that they can store their cards that they buy on eBay with Preza Cards binders. You can store your slabs, your top loaders. You can get your safe cases that you want to take with you to the National over at PrezaCards.com.
And Preza cards are blowing up, man. Did you see our local card shop is now carrying them?
Yep, I saw that on social media. Well, they're a nice product.
They are. They're excellent.
And if you want to shop through there and get a discount, enter promo code PACK at checkout with any purchase and get 15% off.
Mr. Carter just posted funds in the negative, funds in the positive.
That should be our show logo.
We need a t-shirt with that.
Producer?
Add it to the
No,
list.
I muted her.
Oh.
I'll make it happen.
Yes.
I'm going to write that on my For the insiders who watch all of our episodes, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Here. Wait, what was it? Oh, it was a t-shirt.
Funds in the negative, fun apostrophe S
Funds.
in the positive.
Negative. Funds.
And maybe we have
Positive,
crisscrossing
yeah.
like stock trends.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I mean, that could also be the logo for Disneyland.
What does it
Dude.
cost to make a shirt like that? Probably $20?
Well, it
Good.
depends on the cost of the
20
shirt.
bucks ish?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's sell it for 15.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
Let's do it. We're gonna have so much fun, dude.
Oh my God.
PTTFpodcast.com.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh man. This is Doc. I think you might have a show announcement.
Put it on Ricky's to-do list. It'll never get done.
Oh! That is a sick burn. Let's
We're gonna-
welcome Mrs. Doc here onto the show.
We're gonna find out how true that is tonight.
Uh-huh. Do you got a little welcome music? You got a little applaud music?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello. So I was tasked with getting new show art,
Mm-hmm.
and I shopped around on the Etsy, and I got new show art.
Ah.
It's I'm gonna get some more because obviously this is everyone that works on the show in
Oh.
this picture.
Okay.
Working on it.
That's-
Working on
Yeah,
it.
so
I am working
this person
on it.
lives across the pond. She was fantastic to work with. I really enjoyed her artwork, and
Okay.
I'm kind of excited about it.
I have not seen this.
Don't
Yeah.
look at my computer.
not.
I am struggling to get it pulled up.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
right
Let
into
me-
my camera. You're
Let
gonna
me
get
try
my
one
option.
other way. Pad just for a little
I'm
bit
trying.
longer.
Yeah. So I was worried because this person lives across the pond that she might not get some of the stuff. So I was like over explaining, and I think it was worth it.
Okay.
I think she got it. I do, and I also was not trying to be like, oh, dumb non-American. So I'd be like, yeah, this is something stupid in America. No, but I wanted to make sure that all the voices that are heard on the show were
Okay, we ready?
encompassed.
You got a drum roll?
I think so.
I'm like asking you to pull up all these things. Yeah. There we go. This one's a
yeah.
bit more cartoony than the last one.
Yeah, buddy.
But we got a number of things here for people who are not watching on the.
Which is the sound you're making. in that
So,
picture.
Ricky, first and foremost, you got the yes fingers,
Yes, loving that.
the judge.
Oh
What
yeah.
is that called? You guys wear an apron? I think it's a judge
a robe.
apron.
A
A
robe.
robe.
Judge apron. Hey, what do you guys cook back there? You guys cook like some grilled cheese and pizza?
We cook lives.
You cook up some justice.
We change lives for the worse.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And looks like you got Penny, who's there trying to get on the show, giving you a smooch.
Yep. She likes to give me the. She writes my show notes. She's my comedy writer.
Looks like a little Diet Coke there in front of you.
Yeah.
We got some Mickey ears. Money in the bank, I see,
Yep.
Dude.
which is very good. And then we got Maxwell. Looks like he's barking up there at you.
Yes.
I've got this sweet, like French mustache.
I like
You have a
it.
goatee.
I do have a goatee there.
That's looking good.
I got my white coat. My forehead, they really made my forehead look quite good. It's like a 3-head.
Now, if only if we are asking for, if we're giving her additional feedback for additional photos in the future,
Mm-hmm.
I would request that over Chad's forehead is the princess sleep mask.
Oh, we could do that. Well, yeah. So I was thinking, just because she was so great to work with, I have her do a few more
Yeah,
Just-
I like it.
because there should be just the two of you. But
Not to that, but
Yeah.
let's keep working.
Looks very good. And then Sarah, you got in there as well.
just peeking around.
This is Doc.
Yeah,
There she is.
very
once in a
good.
while.
I like the cards in at the bottom, the microphone.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
That looks good. Good work. So what do you think? Are we liking it? It is a little more cartoony than I thought,
Yeah, I like it though.
but I think it works.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
I think
love
it'll
it.
grow on me.
Yeah, I think so.
And my ear is much more right on.
I
Actually, it's
kinda-
covered up.
That's the only thing I have a problem with.
My
If we
ear
can,
on the last one.
if we
My
can-
God.
we can maybe poke his left or right ears out of
Do
the
we
microphone.
have, do we
Okay,
have
that's fine.
anything that still has that? I don't know that we
yeah,
do.
this thing. You just have to turn.
This thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Flip the whole.
that ear. All you gotta do is lift it up, and my ear comes shooting right out of there. I'm sure. Yeah. So there we go.
Oh, that's amazing. we ought to print a number of these off to hand out autographs.
I like
Oh,
our
that'd
show.
be cute.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And we can just walk around the card show to even people we don't know and just be like, here you go. There you go.
Well, we used to do that. Kids used to come up and do that in the show until our show got very explicit. Now I don't think kids are allowed to listen.
No, hopefully not.
So well done. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Awesome job. Thank you very much, Sarah.
More to come.
Yeah.
I want to transition that before you leave, Sarah, into one thing. So if you're okay, Ricky, we'll kind of slide into week in review.
Please.
This last week, I was at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth.
Mhm.
Sarah and I were having a lovely time. We did a mixology class with a little cocktail. We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
But one thing that is card related that I have for us, we went into Off the Page
Yeah.
in California Adventure.
Gotten into
That's the
trouble
art
spending
store,
money there
right?
before.
The art store
Yes.
downtown
Yes.
Disney.
Yep. Art store in California Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Hollywood land.
Okay.
Yeah. And they had something that I bought for each of us to open.
Oh.
So they had these things called Disney Lacers. Now, these are little collectibles. They are little shoes.
Mhm.
Oh.
And it's a pack of, they say, so 1 in 6 for each of these. 5
Okay.
of them are known, and then 1 is a mystery.
Although we
Oh.
think they gave away the mystery
Maybe.
because there was like a header.
Don't
Yeah.
say it.
I'm just saying there was a character on
Yes.
the header and the character
So,
was not
I
represented.
got one for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yep, let's go ahead and open these up
Okay.
and see what we got here. So again, these are Disney Lacers for any of you sneakerheads out there. Vinyl series. These ran me, I think, about $18 for a box. If that sounds right.
Get those good.
How's the
open.
smell? Does it smell like happiest place on earth?
It smells pretty good.
Does
Gotta
it
be honest.
smell like the most crowded place in the history of this world during
Is that-
March?
Is that how it was?
God, it was so busy, man. We were fortunate. Like, we had some stuff with the Food and Wine Festival set up
Mhm.
where, like, we had little breaks to go eat and, like, do some drink stuff. And that probably saved the trip
Mhm.
because of how busy it was, to be perfectly honest with
You
you.
know, it's kind of weird that you and I get so excited over the national. We don't do well in big crowds.
I know. And, well, I think that's the other part why I was so adamant with you early on, in that we need to be there for VIP hour,
Yes.
because that is critical. And then also, like, affirming what I said earlier about staying at the hotel,
Mhm.
that experience at night is a key experience to have.
Yeah.
Even though it's busy there, it's like still our space because we can just pop back to the room and peace out for a minute or for a night or for whatever.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
All right. Let's take a look here.
people are saying that maybe a glass slipper 1 of 1 is incoming.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so they're wrapped up.
Really nice, like a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it does have
it is
shoe
like a shoe
paper there,
box.
doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll reveal mine. I don't know who mine is, to be honest. Oh, I see. So mine is definitely DuckTales. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's this guy?
Well, that's Launchpad McQuack.
Duh. Duh.
And who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. So there's old Launchpad. That's what I got.
And mine is Max Goofy's son.
Max Goof.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
I think this is going to sell for a lot of money.
And what do you got on the other
That's
side
true.
of that? What do you got on the other side?
2 Maxes.
Oh, 2 Maxes.
Two
Yeah, okay.
Maxes.
Mine was different. Now on the bottom, there's a little bit too. Now look on the bottom, there's a little hidden Mickey. Yeah, I'll flip back over to
Ah.
myself here just for a moment before Sarah unveils. There's a little hidden Mickey. And these things are pretty cool. I mean, it's a full sneaker. There's
Yeah.
lace and everything.
Like Chad could put these on right now.
I did wear a pair of these for the day.
Could you dunk with them?
Oh, dude. Like a Launchpad Magoo or whatever you called this guy.
Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah, McQuack. So
Get it
Sarah, what
back,
is yours?
Chad.
I'm that camera.
Ah.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Very cool.
Oh, those are awesome, dude.
So yeah, those are our Disney Lacers.
Put mine next to the $1 Million Man.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Thank you. That was
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
Fun.
That was a ton of fun.
So yeah.
I guess when we go back, we'll have to get a few more. That's also really exciting that we had 3 boxes and we got 3 different ones.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
cool. That is cool. Do they still do the hidden Mickey pins anymore? Do they just
Oh,
get rid of
yeah.
that program?
Yeah, they have it. They have
Alright.
it still.
We just
That's good.
realized that like we do have a mortgage to pay.
No, and actually, I kind of knew that. I was going to say that these could replace our hidden Mickey hunt.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
pin hunts, but you're right. Last time we were there, like none of the employees knew that they were hidden
Oh,
Mickey
yeah.
pins.
Yeah.
But as soon as I went to buy like 16 of them, they're like, yeah, you can't buy that many.
Right.
So
right.
I forget what they'd let you buy, like 5. And so what I
Yeah.
did is I bought 5 and I sent my kid in.
Yep.
I sent my wife in.
Yep.
And then I went back in.
Yeah.
Suckers. You're not going to stop me.
And that's the thing, though, is like their rule is stupid and arbitrary because they're like, you can only have 5 per transaction.
Right.
Like, there's no one following you around making sure. And like, I get it. I understand. Like they're like
I
trying
understand
to
the
have
idea behind it.
right, but it's not really doing anything. And so then that kind of rule just makes me annoyed because it's like that's so easy to get around.
Yeah. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
One last thing I got for the missus before you go. You know, a little
Oh.
slappets.
Yeah.
I found a little slap it for you
Hey.
of Stitch. Yeah, it's gonna
Look
take
at
some work.
that.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't get you to slap it.
That's okay.
You know, they had a soft one. This is
I'm
really
going to
funny.
slap it.
Oh my
on you.
god. You guys.
So yeah, there you go.
That's cute. I love Stitch.
There you go.
All righty.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. of course.
And thank you, Sarah, for arranging for our new show photo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that
amazing.
thing looks great.
I'll keep working.
Definitely. It's awesome. We're gonna loop this into week in review.
I like it.
Hobby content I consumed this week. I didn't consume any new hobby content, but what I did is I hand wrung for the past week. If you recall last week, I told you that I had started looking at a number of our listeners' Instagram accounts.
Oh
for their
yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Well, and this could be a problem. Right before tonight's show,
Okay.
I made the plunge and I'm starting to follow a number of our listeners.
Oh.
And it may grow.
Okay.
I may regret it. But so far, it's been a ton of fun. It's been a ton of fun to see their stories, see their Instagram accounts. If you want me to give you a follow, reach out to us at Pack to the Future Podcast on Instagram and let us know.
You giving away the follows these days?
For a minute,
All
we'll
right.
see how this goes. This could go really bad.
I like it.
But that's where I'm at. As far as content, I think you've had an extremely busy week.
Yeah, it's been a
Awesome.
wild week, man.
Guessing you haven't consumed much content hobby related.
No, I've got the rest of my vacation week coming up this weekend. And so I'll still get back at it. I will say that went to do some running and some gym stuff before the park one day.
Of course you did.
And I did watch Across the Hobby, a bit of it. And I just had it up on my phone.
All right.
And it was like sitting up on top of like the little water cooler-ish area. Not like Onyx. I'm not that guy who takes it over.
Yeah.
But one of the gym bros who came up and was getting all up in my space. And he just looks over and stares at my phone. He looks at me. I was like, what?
What are you going to do about it, guy?
And he left.
Oh, so be it.
So there you go.
Didn't have a connection. Huh?
Yeah, otherwise not a whole heck of a lot this week, but I'll be sure to get back into it.
All right. Fair enough. All right. I'm going to start with the bad.
Okay.
We're going to bring this around happy.
I like it.
And feel free to destroy me because I deserve to be destroyed.
You want to give us some background music here for the week in review?
Yeah.
While you do that, I'm going to set up. Is that where we're going with
We're
this?
going with this first part.
Oh no,
Dude, do you think that the Basketball Card Fanatic magazines have been sent out?
no! I think there's a very low likelihood.
Of course they haven't. And dude,
What do we need to do to make this happen? Like,
well, it's going to happen now. I've fixed the problem.
what's the problem?
Well,
Well, your car was an issue.
that, but really, the problem for the past week to 2 weeks,
Was what?
I have sat on this for so long that I couldn't be 100% certain who won. And I threw away my sheet. And so I've been
You're crawling back for help, aren't you?
I've been No, I was not going to ask you. I was not going to admit it.
but
I scoured our podcast, and did you know I tried and tried and tried to find it, and I couldn't. And I knew it was Steve. I knew it was Merle. But if I mess this up, like, you can't live that down, right? Can you
No.
imagine
You finally send it out.
if I send it out and it goes to like Wax Museum Kyle? I would never hear the end of it. So I start listening to all our shows and ultimately had to defer to, did you know that if you listen to this podcast on your iPhone, it will transcribe entire shows for you?
How about that?
And you can run a search function.
Is that? Oh my God.
That's how I had to find it eventually. Dude, don't look at me. I'm so embarrassed.
That's
I'm a monster. My stuff is not together. I mean, my stuff's never together, but it was particularly not together this round. So I have
wow, man.
I have not only confirmed the winners again, reconfirmed them. I have gone in and I have pulled their addresses.
Do you want to tell us who they are now?
It is Stephen Merle. And Merle from Minnesota. We need to call him Minnesota Merle.
Yeah, Minnesota. Oh, that does sound
Dude,
good.
what are we doing? Boston Steve and Minnesota Merle. I have
That
their
does
address.
sound quite nice.
I have their addresses written on a sticky note on top of these mags. They are going out tomorrow. If they're not out tomorrow, I'm doing next week's show pantsless.
With a third cam.
So let it be written.
We will have another cam.
So let it be said. Yeah. So there's that. You guys, your gifts coming out.
How are we going to hold you accountable to this?
Well, because I'm going to send the tracking to Minnesota Merle and Boston Steve from our show account tomorrow.
Okay.
And if it's not there,
And I'll be able to see that.
you will be able to see that. Then it's Pantsless Magoo.
All right. Very good.
So, but in addition, and make sure, guys, that you open the magazine to my article. You might find a little something extra for you.
Oh, the one that canceled the entire 50
one that
plus issues
ruined
of Basketball Card Fanatic.
BCF. If you want to see the history of BCF and the article that brought it screaming down to its knees, give it a big old tombstone pile driver, check out my article. There's a little something in there for you. And while I was at it, I teased last week that I got another little gift. I got 3 of these little gifts.
Oh.
One for a special listener. We're starting a new bit on this show. Guess that secret sound. Here's what it was.
Name and he appears.
And dude, I was so disappointed with our listeners for not getting it right off the bat. I thought, no chance it makes it out of Thursday when we record, right? It will not make it to Saturday. Someone's going to guess it. No one did. Yesterday or today, you sent me a photo. We got a winner.
Yeah, we do have a winner.
Here is, well, I'll just say it's Joe Hendry of your TNA Impact Wrestling, who was number 15 in this year's Royal Rumble. Let's get the full sound.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. To the love in London and Paris and Tokyo.
I'll sit here and dance the whole time.
Scotland and Canada.
This is my new favorite wrestler of all time. I've yet to see him wrestle a single match outside of Royal Rumble. But dude, I want to build a life with this guy. He is the funniest damn wrestler. This song was not just an earworm for me. I was up till 2 a.m. the other night. I believe in Joe Hendry. Non-stop. Side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I can't remember all the words, but I believe in him. I decided to say he's the prestigious one. Dude, tell me you don't love this song. One. Yeah. We're not gonna get sick of that one. So yeah, we've got a winner. Here's the problem. They got to us.
Oh man.
But they got to us on YouTube, which is fair. That was part of the contest.
That's part of it. Yep.
Stang her. STENGHER, Stanger.
Hit that bell.
You need to get at us at Back to the Future Podcast on Instagram or our email, Back to the Future Podcast at Gmail.
Yeah, sure.
You got to get at us and let us know who you are so I can send you your gift. Little air guitar. You got to watch this on YouTube, guys. You're missing half the show with my sick dance moves. Dude, Chad's going to die over here. From side to side, I'd say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry. I don't know. Dude, I can't stop listening to this song.
Oh my god.
So much so, I follow him on Instagram now, and all I do is so I can get those videos with this song playing in the background.
I think the best part of it for me.
What's the best part for you, Chad?
You're so late to the Joe Hendry thing.
Dude, I'm all in. I discovered Joe Hendry.
He was literally in the Royal Rumble that you and I sat here and watched. And I'm like, dude, that's Joe Hendry. And you're like telling me some story about Domino's Pizza. I'm like, dude, it's Joe Hendry coming in.
And I'm like, never mind that, Chad. I'm going to watch me eat the slice of pepperoni pizza. He's just some TNA nonsense guy. This is lame. And I don't know what happened. I think on social media, I heard this. Yeah, so I'm all in on. Let me just say this. Here, I'll just say this.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
How often do you do that to your wife?
Oh, not yet. I've made her watch the videos, but I haven't tortured her with that. I got to start doing that. This starts tonight. Hey, babe.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I will say I got Sarah on board this week.
Yeah?
I was like, hey, Sarah.
Yes.
I showed her the thing. I'm like, send Ricky a text in our group chat. Be like, hey, I've got a show question, Ricky. And we could tell like you were kind of in the middle of something. You're like, shoot.
Yeah.
Period.
I was just saying, hey, I'm here for you. I thought it was serious. I thought I was dead serious about planning this week's show content.
And then she hit you with, do you believe?
Dude, say his name and he appears. Okay, for my 50th birthday, you've got to rent Joe Hendry and just say his name and have him appear. My life will be over. I'll never ask for anything ever again. Ever again.
Oh, so good.
You guys, you got to go on YouTube and Google Joe Hendry and just watch him. It is the funniest damn entrance I've ever heard.
Oh, man.
And that song is damn catchy.
It is. It totally is. Let's see. I'm going to put it in our chat right now. For the few people who are watching right now, they'll be able to see it. Now, I will say this. Dan from Omaha did get it right, like before the show even ended.
Did he? I don't know that's
and
true.
Selly got it as well.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. Ricky, this is the hardest part for me. You are passionate, but I think you're quite late,
dude.
To the Joe Hendry.
No, I have discovered Joe Hendry. Did you know that if you
say his name and he appears?
Okay, I hope you guys in listener land are get. Why don't you get real cozy? Because you're going to be hearing a lot of this.
Say his name and
You've lost your mind.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I had to try and get this earworm out, dude. It's become an obsession. Literally, it's the worst feeling in the world when you're up at 2 a.m. I moved out to my couch to try and get a change of scenery. All I hear, I believe in Joe Hendry. And I'm like, okay, just kill me.
I can just imagine you.
I can't get it out of my head.
I can just imagine you being like Randy Marsh.
I am like Randy Marsh.
And your wife Heidi's out there.
That's 100%.
Your wife comes out. Ricky, what are you doing? I believe
in Joe Hendry. Waving my hands from side to side. Dude, it's gotten so bad that I have downloaded his character on my wrestling game, and he and I are a tag team taking over the wrestling world by storm. It's the closest to Joe Hendry I've ever felt.
Oh my God.
You're welcome, America. I have just delivered you the greatest thing of all time.
Oh, so good.
So, yeah, that's been my update.
Here's the best comment of the night. I haven't understood a single thing happening in the last 10 minutes.
Hey, here's all you need to know, Miss Dakota.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
No,
Wow.
I would not love Orange Cassidy for those wrestling aficionados. It's Joe Hendry or bust.
Wow.
And I will say we did have a guess what's on Ricky's floor in his office.
Oh,
I still haven't picked it up, anything off my floor. So if people want to keep guessing, Cheetos is a great guess. It's a great guess.
yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately, it's wrong this week. There have been no Cheetos on my floor recently. Not to say there never have been. So keep those guesses coming. You guess the five things on my floor. Get the bingo card. You guess 5 things. Get it to us. You're going to get a prize.
I thought the Cheeto was a pretty good guess. I mean,
it's a great guess.
we saw recently the Cheeto shaped like a Pokemon sell for a crap ton of money, like over $50,000.
Yeah.
And then the Air Jordan Cheeto, I think, has been it's up for auction. The Jumpman, it's on golden auction.
Dude.
That could be ending tonight. There's a chance that ends tonight. No, it ends in 10 days from now.
Put that on our YouTube.
It's currently at $5,600. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, share that. You've got it. I've never seen that.
Ricky, I'm telling you, you could have
a junk box Cheeto.
I'm guessing you would be more of like a Dorito guy.
Yeah, I go through phases. I could go for a good Cheeto.
A flaming hot Air Jordan Jumpman Cheeto.
I love
currently on golden auctions for $5,600.
Now I love spice and I love Cheetos. I do not like spicy Cheetos. I don't know why.
Wow, look at that,
dude! It's in its own case with its own label, dude. For $5,600, it better have its.
There
own
have
case.
been 30 bids on this, so at least 30 times someone has been like, you know what,
Dude.
I'm going for this, and I'm going to do this.
Dude, they like put it in a card and everything. It's like a Cheeto patch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, and look at the card they built it on. It is him.
Oh, yeah.
Dunking.
It is with the Chicago skyline back. How could you not?
Dude, that's amazing.
So all I'm saying, man, is look at your ground. Don't vacuum again.
Dude, I won't. I'll go double check, dude. Jordan has a dumper.
Badunkadunk. I'm saying you could be rich.
I'm going to go check for as soon as we get out of here.
Check it out.
Ton.
I'm telling you.
Don't tempt me with a good time. So that's my update from the weekend review.
How the hell do I top that?
What more can I do for you guys? Chad, how about you go to Bed Bath & Beyond? Have a nice little Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know how I top that. Now, I do have a couple of things to add here. I need to go to my phone to give us an update. Let's see if I can do this here real quick. I've got a PSA update. Now, when I submitted our cards from the PSA, I want to tell people that I did 3 submissions, and I may have screwed you on a shipping cost for your 2 authentic.
That's okay. I'm not worried about
So I did your authentic separate from my Cam Rising Auto, separate from our Value Plus. So I will say that your 2 cards are now in the grading phase. So just as a reminder for people, the order arrives, the order gets prepped, research IND, and then grading. And that's where you are now. And there is an estimated completion date of April 14th.
Wow.
So that's coming right up.
Damn, dude.
So you should be looking to get those back here pretty quick.
I'm so excited.
My Cam Rising Superfractor in-person auto is in the research IND phase.
Okay.
So we're still back there just a touch. Now, here's the last bit. I got an email this week from PSA, from an actual person.
Oh, no.
And it said that there was an extra card associated with my order.
Oh, no.
Now, I've not had this before, and this is actually my worst fear.
Yeah.
They
Mine
said
too.
that the Roman Reigns Topps Chrome Refractor was not a part of the listing.
What?
Now, keep in mind, I got this when I was in Anaheim this week.
Right.
I got home early this morning and then headed out the door until we came from this, so I haven't had a chance to follow up on it.
Oh, no.
But the one that they said that was omitted was a refractor. Now, the card that I hit was a blue refractor because it was numbered, I think, to 150.
Right.
But because they asked about it, then I had to submit it back to them. It's going to take some additional time because now it's like paused. So currently in the PSA system, it says our order is on hold. And then we have to contact customer support because of this.
So do you believe they'll hold on to it while you remedy?
So
submission?
I think they have what they need. Let me get you the email that I had.
Okay.
So the person responded, Chad, thank you so much for your quick response. It is greatly appreciated. I have received your request They asked for a max insurance value on the card because apparently I hadn't had that listed.
Okay.
I have also received your authorization for the 8-card order with a new estimate of the price.
Mhm.
The next step is that your order will be taken off the receive hold in approximately 10 to 15 business days. Yep. So, not great.
His name and
Joe!
Dude. Okay, that's a combo. We're starting. I was totally accidental.
That was accidental. So that's where we're at with that. I'm pretty disappointed in myself if, in fact, I missed one.
It would shock me.
I would too, but I will say that was
But you
during
were-
a period of time when like I was juggling a lot and I was still stressing a bit. So we're gonna see. I just think that there's a chance that we're a little postponed on that one.
We can deal with postpone. Just don't lose it.
No. And that's one of the things I got to check up on tomorrow just to make sure on.
For sure.
So we'll kind of see what comes of that. But for those of you who were kind of keeping an eye on things of where our order stood with PSA so you could get a timeline, again, I've got the tracker at the bottom of the screen
Nice.
that each week I will update it and let you know where our order sits. I did not have a chance to update it for this week, but do know that that's where we currently stand. So that's where we're at with PSA.
Okay.
Now, I talked about the Disney purchase. One other thing from my week in review.
Yeah.
Now, we ended last week's show talking about the teas for the EX2000. I did open both those boxes, the Skybox EX2000 hockey.
Yes, you did.
And dude, I think I had some bangers out of here. Like there were some pretty good cards.
Some massive bangers.
So first off, I did get an all credentials. I got one of them out of the 2 boxes that we had, or that I had.
Mhm.
And I believe that the pack odds for this veteran were 1 in 100-ish or so.
Wow.
Now take a look at this. This is Mark Scheifele. I don't know, the Winnipeg Jets. Can you see that?
So
Is that looking
yeah,
all right? Okay.
yeah.
So you can see in this top corner up here, these EX2000 cards. That's where you're going to see whether or not there's a variation from there. So I got that one in the first box and I was pretty stoked with that. And then almost immediately after that, I got a credentials and this one's numbered to 499. Not familiar with the player,
All right.
but it's like, okay, now we're getting some numbered stuff, which you're not guaranteed to get.
Right. Quite rare as you listed off the pack
Yeah.
odds.
And then in the next box, I hit an essential credentials numbered to 99. This one of John, I think, Rieker
All right.
of the Boston Bruins.
Dude.
So getting a little more rare,
yeah.
which I was happy with. Now check this out. I hit a gold essentials credential numbered to 50. And this one's of a rookie, and a rookie who I think is fairly highly touted. Ridley Greig. So, Ricky, I think I got a pretty decent value if I were to sell these for the price I paid. And lastly, I got an autographics of Dustin Wolf, apparently one of the best young goalkeepers
On card.
on card in my first ever autographics poll.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those are well over 1 in 4 boxes. And yeah, went ahead and pulled one.
Dude. You've
So I was
had the
pretty
hot
happy with
hand in
that.
2025, dude.
I really haven't. I got to tell you with these, I know that we gave a review of this last week on Card Talk with Mrs. Talk, which if you are not listening to, that's going to come out every Wednesday, both on podcast and on YouTube, where we talk about our new releases. But I will say this about the EX2000 cards.
Yeah.
They're roughed up. They're all
Are
roughed
they?
up. Even the autographics, like the quality control on this is not great. Like the side of the card is chipped. It's like got a dent and a chip, like
kind of like a hockey player.
kind of like a hockey player. So maybe on purpose, I wasn't super thrilled about that, but I was happy about the hits from that box.
Well, and I have to say, based on the
Boxes.
structure of the card, it's got to be a hard card to keep pristine.
It is
'Cause
with
it's
the
almost
exception
die
of the
cut
with
with-
the exception of the autographics.
Agreed.
Though. So
Agreed.
if I take this one out, just for example, because I was thinking about grading this.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I don't know if that's showing up well. I mean, it's just a standard card there, right?
Yeah.
But who knows how well this is going to show up. If you take a look on this corner away from my finger, so
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, yeah. You can see it.
I mean, there's like a notable dent in there.
Yeah. That's not good.
So not ideal, but still the card's super fun. I also pulled a few other rookies. No Connor Bedard,
Oh.
which I was a little bummed at.
Lame.
From Utah Hockey Club, we did have our biggest rookie,
Yeah.
who is, I'm blanking on his name right now. I do this every time.
And I'm going to be of no help.
Yep. I can totally see his face.
His dad played in the NHL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
I want
about.
to say it's Cooley. No, I think it's Cooley. I think it's Logan Cooley. I think it's who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But anyway, I did bid. He had a gold essentials up on eBay that I bid on today, and I lost it right before he came over. So I was a little bit bummed about that.
Damn.
But I'm loving the hockey cards. I'm here for it. And that was a really fun product to open.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
That is seriously so cool.
Anyway, that was my week.
Oh, well, that's it's been a full week for the two of us.
But we're not done.
No, we're not.
We get into the main event.
Yeah,
Hey, at least this time we're 41 minutes in and not an hour and a half in.
Exactly.
So, Ricky, as we move into the main event, yeah, if you got some music, that'd be great. Here's my thought with this.
Okay.
I introduced last week that I want to start building upon the Kobe Bryant in-person rookie card autograph. Yes. Oh, yeah, I was going to cue that up for the PSA update, and then I forgot it.
Sorry.
Ricky, I added a news bit that you just found. But, yeah, so I talked about going back and adding an in-person auto to a rookie card each year, kind of going from the mid-'80s up.
Okay.
So I thought that we could start on that this week by starting in the mid-'80s and going to about 1990.
Yeah.
Thinking of who I should pursue.
Yes. Yes.
There is a problem for this era.
Okay.
And I want to get this out in the open early on to see if we can either set some rules or maybe it'll help shape what we do.
Right.
The issue is that the year someone was drafted does not correlate with their rookie card.
You're right.
Nearly at all. So let me give a couple of examples of what I mean by that. So the 86 draft, so the 86-87 season, had players like Dennis Rodman and Jeff Hornacek.
Okay.
Dennis Rodman's rookie card ended up coming out in 88-89. So you see the discrepancy there.
I do.
89-90 is when Hornacek's rookie card was thought to come out.
Okay.
So like even a separate year that's not the same as their year. And that's the issue that we're going to run into. So I really think I would like not only your help, but the listeners' help of how I should orchestrate what I would love to be one card per year of either the most fun, the best rookie, the most iconic rookie, or the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I already have a solution.
One per year.
I already have a solution to this, and I'll be interested to hear what the chat room has to say. Jeff Malone's 86 Fleer is not his rookie card. I believe he played a season prior. I think.
You said Jeff Malone?
Jeff Malone. I know.
Repeat what you just said to me.
Jeff Malone's 86 Fleer
yes,
is not his rookie season.
Okay.
I believe that applies to maybe Karl Malone.
Yes.
I believe it applies to Jordan. It applies to a number of people in that set. And the industry has determined that
yes,
the first, at least with these mid-80s stars, the first card that came out is their rookie card.
Yeah,
Done.
Jeff Malone was drafted in 83.
Yeah. So that's the way, my philosophy, and I'd love to hear from our listeners what they think. But I say, I vote if they did not have a card come out their rookie season, it's the very first card that comes out for them.
So essentially neglecting the draft year.
Correct.
And going by rookie card year.
Yep.
So let's start. I think I like that a lot. And I think it's the most appropriate way to go through this from a card collecting lens, which is what we try to do.
Yeah.
So I think 86-87, let's talk about it. Although I will openly admit I will not be starting in that year.
Fair enough.
From a price standpoint.
Fair enough. Well, I might have a good one for you.
Well, 86-87 is interesting. So think about this. Here are the big names that I pulled from that group.
Yeah.
Worthy, Wilkins, Dominique Wilkins, your dad's guy, Kurt Rambis, Hakeem the Dream, Olajuwon, Jeff Malone,
yeah,
Karl Malone,
yeah,
Michael Jordan,
player note,
Patrick Ewing, Joe Dumars,
heard of that guy,
Clyde the Glide Drexler,
yeah,
Charles Barkley, and let me tell you a story. So I was in a sports bar today. We do this like once a year on March Madness. We get there, and the BYU game was going against VCU.
Oh no!
So we're there with a few of us Utah fans, and there's just a couple other people in there.
Yeah.
All tables had a beer or two out,
Except for the BYU table.
even the BYU table.
I love finding those sinners.
And those guys were hidden in the back corner. You know where the stadium arena is?
Uh-huh.
And there's like that, it's like a mini wall that blocks those tables in the corner. That's where they
Yeah.
were hidden.
Dude, there's nothing that makes me happier than watching a BYU
Oh,
fan
dude.
secretly sneak booze.
Well, get this. So up on the screen, they're showing BYU.
Yeah.
And they flash to Danny Ainge, who is also in the 86 set.
Oh, no.
Your boy here, there's 20 people max in this bar. Your boy here stands up and boos a booming boo as loud as I can when they show
What are the
Danny
BYU
Ainge.
guys?
Oh, yeah.
You had
And they-
to relate to a BYU fan?
Oh, no. I was booing.
Oh, okay.
The BYU guy looks at me and says, "Why are you booing Danny Ainge?"
Oh,
I turn around. I don't look around. I turn around.
yes.
I boo one more time. I said, "What?"
Ah!
I said, "Why are you booing Danny Ainge?" I almost lost my cool. And I thought, you know what? They're dumb enough. They may not know. They may not know. So I said, "Chad, pull it together." And so I did. And I respectfully said, "Have you seen what he's done to the Jazz?"
Dude, you should have Stone Cold Steve Austin'd him and just kept saying, "What? What?" Got the whole bar going behind it. What?
So, Danny Ainge is also in that 86-87 set. That's
Okay.
the long way of saying that. That's why I went in that order.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the 86-87. Let's come back.
Let's come
Should we
back.
come back to it.
Let's come back to rookie cards. Well,
Yeah, I mean, those are the rookie cards of that year.
okay, but then above it, you also have the 86 draft, and you've listed Rodman and Hornacek.
But I think that you've already answered that question. So the whole reason I had the draft up there is to say, hey, there's an issue of do we go with the draft year or do we go off the rookie card year when I start looking at which card to get?
Well, let me clarify. I think you should go from someone from every draft class, but some of their cards may be later. Does that make sense? So I think
that's saying two different things, though.
no, not
Because
really.
if I'm trying to get a card per year,
Yeah.
then how am I going to do that?
Well, you're
So
okay.
I think in an ideal world,
yeah,
from 86, 87, 87, 88, 88, 89, 89, 90, because we're trying to look at it from card perspective,
okay,
then I would have 4 cards to acquire from those years.
okay,
Right?
okay, yeah, fair. So let me just let me make one counter argument. So 86, 87, who do you go after in this set? I think out of the names you've listed, including Kurt Rambis, I don't think you can go wrong. No, I think there's a ton of great players. I'd go after Barkley. I'd go after Drexler, Dumars, Ewing, of course,
Olajuwon, Mailman.
Olajuwon, Mailman, Jordan, of course, but that's going to be extremely pricey, right? So that's
Mhm,
maybe down the line. Now, let me just, for argument's sake, say if you were to select someone from the 86, 87 draft class that did not have a card that year, okay, so such as Rodman and Jeff Hornacek, right? That was,
Okay.
that was the year they were drafted, but they didn't have a card that year.
Okay.
What about Arvydas Sabonis, dude?
So
He didn't even play for the NBA for another 20 years.
did I not write him down? I
I
didn't.
got him.
I didn't.
I got him.
Oh, I even looked at that.
I was so excited. I set this all up just so I could read that name.
So I like that a lot. But honestly, think to the card collecting standpoint. And
Fair
do
enough.
you see where I'm
I-
getting
I do.
confused on this?
I do.
Maybe I'm confusing myself in it, but
No,
say
you're
that
making
I've
a lot
got a
of sense.
Zion case.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hey, here is a player from each year from 86 up to 2000.
But you want it to be the card was made in 86.
I think.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think that's the way I have to go, at least for these 4 years, right? Like after this, Upper Deck starts to get it right,
Right.
and Hoops and everyone else, and the rookie comes out the rookie year.
Yeah.
But this one, they don't. So how do I do it?
Well, you've kind of done it here because you have Jordan and Jeff Malone and Karl Malone listed, and it was none of their rookie years.
So I do it by rookie card, which is what you initially said.
Yeah. So, okay. So the Arvidas Savonis rookie card would come out in 1998.
Exactly.
Okay. I like this.
So then we're disregarding their rookie year and just going through rookie card.
got it. I'm
Right.
all in. All in.
And
Yes.
that seems to make sense now that I'm saying that. Like it is a card thing
Totally.
and a card podcast. Okay.
100%.
So we're going to omit the draft year. So let's take a look at 87, 88
Okay.
cards, which is probably the most feasible from a purchasing standpoint, place
Yeah.
to start. So that rookie card year, kind of some duds. Jerome Kersey, Chuck Person, Detlef Schrempf.
Yeah.
Ron Harper,
An AC Green.
AC Green. I don't
Yeah.
usually drink soda
Dude.
on the pod. I'm getting
That's
a
why.
little airy, a little
Dude,
gassy.
that I don't know. Maybe it is a dud of a year, but I get pretty boned up when I hear Chuck Person. That much right. I get pretty excited.
Ron Harper was my hobby nemesis
Yeah.
in the early 90s.
Right.
Like he's my Danny Ainge now.
Yeah.
Every first day issue I would hit, it was always Ron Harper. Always Ron Harper. You see that Bulls uni and you think it's going to be old MJ, but it wasn't.
So do we have confirmation that in this year, because he was drafted in 87, there's no Kenny the Jet Smith?
Ooh.
I wonder.
Ooh.
I wonder.
Would he take precedent over all of those?
Definitely over Jerome Kersey. You can pound sand. Ron Harper get lost. He's in there with Chuck Person, Detlef Schrempf, and AC Green in my book.
Okay. So
Especially with what he's done now.
I'm seeing some 88, 89. Fleer might be the first year
No.
of Kenny Smith.
Course.
Course.
Ruining everything.
Yeah, I think it's 88, 89 Fleer.
All right. Fair enough.
So yeah, where are we going with this?
I think you go after
list?
Detlef.
I think Detlef's kind of the guy too. I do remember him. Obviously, so I was born in 83.
Yeah.
And so I don't really remember this
Hey,
era.
me too.
But no shit.
Isn't that something?
God, we should hang out, man. I don't necessarily remember the late 80s era of basketball.
Right.
I do remember the Sonics and Detlef.
Yes.
And so I think if I had to pick one out of the group, it would be Detlef. I think that would be my choice.
You want to know like the weirdest, most worthless story of all time?
Absolutely.
Chuck Person had a younger brother, Wesley Person, who also was drafted in the NBA by the Phoenix Suns. And for some reason, he decided after the draft to celebrate at Lagoon, our local amusement park.
Get out of here.
And somehow, like my brother and I started talking to him, and we rode the Jetstar, and my seatbelt came off, and he had to hold on to me for dear life. So there's my story with the persons.
That's weird, man.
Isn't it weird? Kind of. And dude, the more you think about it, I was probably like a 12-year-old kid. Like that's like I don't think you would see that today. A grown man holding a 12-year-old kid.
No.
He doesn't know, just met on a ride. But my mom was there. You know, she was sweet talking him. Yeah. So
Interesting.
isn't that something?
How about that? That is something. I will say from the chat here, we do have an interesting comment from Green Stiller. Panini has an 86 Sabonis sticker and Converse Spanish card. You know, one thing about Arvidas is that he's not your or my Vitas. He's our Vitas.
He's our Vitas. Exactly.
always love
I've
that.
always said that.
People aren't liking the AC Green shade. Yeah, you know, I was never an AC Green fan. Lakers never did it for me. I still think Detlef is my pick.
I think he's saying the AC Green shit talk is brutal. I think that's what shade means. I'm a bit old.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
He does feel like
I think what I said still fits there.
and I'm catching up. It's
Gotcha.
taking me a minute. And
Okay.
you're right. He was not a big part of as we were coming of age in the NBA.
So Detlef, right?
It was Detlef.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
So let's get through 2 more years.
Okay.
You feeling good about the exercise so far?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the next year, I think we're going to have some issue. At least we're going to have a decision to make.
Yeah.
88, 89 Fleer. The standout rookie cards, John Stockton, Scottie Pippen, Reggie Miller, Dennis Rodman. So-
you know my vote.
Let's talk out the emotions of this one.
Okay.
So 5-year-old to 30-year-old Chad
Yes.
would have been a no-brainer Stockton.
And now we call him shithead Stockton around here.
He does a lot of his own research.
We're not a big fan. Well, he was an asshole when he was here. Let's just say it.
That's better.
He was an asshole when he was here on the team. He's an asshole since he's left. I hate Gonzaga. I hope they lose next round.
Well said.
Thank you.
Scottie Pippen. I met Scottie Pippen in an elevator.
Did you really?
Yeah, chasing the Dream Team 2
Okay.
out Little America,
Yeah.
and saw him get in. I ran past security and hopped in the elevator with him, and had a Beckett page that I think was like an illustration on the back inside cover of Scottie Pippen, and he signed it. He's very nice.
Very cool. I think he is so underrated.
Yeah.
And I realize he gets a lot of credit for his success. He is still watching that Jordan documentary and how little money he took over years and kind of got in his own way.
He was a great defender.
Helped
ruin our dreams as a kid.
He absolutely did. I dig Scottie Pippen, but come on.
But did you ever go out in the backyard and pretend to shoot like him?
Never.
Like you undoubtedly did, just as I did with Reggie Miller.
Never, not one time. Never, not one time.
So Reggie Miller's a big one.
Dude. And if you recall, in our early reconnection with the hobby, you and I made a trade, and you traded me a Reggie Miller rookie card that I still have.
Oh, yeah? Was it the Reggie Miller Jeff Malone, or was that just the gift?
No, this is way like when we first started the podcast.
Okay.
Reggie Miller rookie. I'll have to show it to you one of these days.
God, that was nice of me.
That was really nice.
Hell of a guy.
Yeah.
So the Reggie Miller auto, I think, could be fun.
Yeah.
But then Dennis Rodman, too.
I also dig Rodman.
Rank them. Rank those four.
I'm going Reggie, Pippen. No, I'm going Reggie, Rodman, Pippen, Stockton. It's not even close.
I think I agree with that order.
Yeah. I would be shocked if you didn't.
So Reggie's the guy.
Reggie's undoubtedly the guy. Best personality, best clutch time shots. Yeah, you got to get. I mean, he was the playmaker, dude.
You know how many times on the basketball court I pretended to be John Stockton? Probably hundreds.
Oh yeah.
But yep.
No.
I do have Reggie Miller's autograph too on the Dream Team 2 like photo that they took together as a team, the team photo.
Yeah.
Chasing him down Little America. He signed that.
Really?
I've got like half that Dream Team signed that photo. And I still have that photo somewhere.
You might need to pull that bad boy out.
Yeah, I think so.
Get it completed.
So Reggie Miller, I'm interested to hear what the chat has to say about that. Rodman is apparently often unpleasant at signings.
Sorry.
You want to grab the next ones? That way we're not
sure.
double clicking. And that doesn't surprise me that Rodman is unpleasant. He's kind of in his own world, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that he's aware of whether he's being pleasant or not a lot of the time.
Now, we are getting some chatter here that we're taking after Wax Museum podcast. I'll hear none of it.
None.
No.
Ever since growing up, ever since I was so young that ever since I was the height of Chad is now, I have maintained that Reggie Miller is the best basketball player in the NBA.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice thing you've ever said to me. You don't even know what to do with that, do you?
No. You got me on my heels, dude.
Good. Reggie was always fun to watch.
The 3-3-pointers in 3.2 seconds.
It's pretty cool.
Like, come on. The choke sign. Come on.
There is part of me that makes me not want to do this for my own like lifelong set collecting just to spite Kyle. But I don't know. If you don't listen to already, of course, everyone here does. Go listen to Kyle Wax Museum podcast for your basketball card content.
Absolutely.
But we also have Green Steeler here does say Rodman is an easy pick. And same with Dan from Omaha says the Worm.
We have a number of, I mean, that's something to think about. The Gambler was here. He'd be advocating like crazy for the Worm.
Yeah, these are cards I'm going to keep.
Yeah, I think Reggie will treat you better.
Yeah.
I think Reggie's the way to go, man.
Okay. I like that. That one. I'll be interested to hear what people have to say about that this week.
Yep.
Okay. We got one more year to round out this late core, which is 89.90.
Yeah.
So in that Fleer set,
okay,
we have David Robinson, we have Jeff Hornacek, Steve Kerr, Mitch Richmond.
Yeah.
I think he was a jazz man, if I'm not mistaken, for a year.
He might have been.
And then Thunder Dan Marley.
Yeah.
So
okay, you want me to rank these?
I do.
I'm going Robinson, Kerr, Horny, Richmond, Marley.
Say that one more time.
Robinson, Kerr, Horny, Richmond, Marley. I could be convinced of 4 and 5 swapping, but
What about 2 and 3?
absolutely not.
Horny and Kerr?
Absolutely not. Because I think Steve Kerr has such a storied history with in his professional as a player with the Bulls.
Yeah.
And then he's gone on to have an insane career as a coach.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
Warriors. Yeah.
And gold medal, too.
Now listen, I wouldn't slam you if you swapped those. I'm just saying for me, it's Kerr than Horny.
Okay. I like that. And I think the Admiral's got to be number 1. Mitch
Easily.
Richmond was not a jazz man. There was someone else who I was thinking of later in their career.
Mark Jackson, maybe? He played for us for a
definitely
minute.
Mark Jackson. Now, there's someone else who was a shooter, came over later in their career, and I'm totally spacing on this. You know what's interesting? If you guys have never podcasted before, I tend to think these things over when I get a second during the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, when it comes to this, you're gonna forget this name.
Oh,
and then I think of it and I'm like, oh, okay, no, I got it. I don't need to write it down because I'm not gonna forget it. And then you get here and it just
Was it David Benoit?
He's the reason we don't have a title. You know about my hatred of David Benoit.
Oh, yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
man shot 800 3-pointers in game 5 against the Houston Rockets 94-95. The 1 year Jordan was out. We easily would have won it.
Easily.
And he decided to just start hacking them up there. Kind of hit the broadside of the barn and we lose. I was at that game.
Were you really?
I got kicked out of the stadium because I just sat there crying in the seat.
Excuse me, son.
It was brutal.
It's time to go.
Yeah, it was brutal.
God.
Who in the world did the Jazz have that was a good scorer towards the end of his career?
Danny Manning?
Danny Manning. That's the one.
Is that the one?
That's got to be the one. He was definitely a Jazzman. That's got to be the
he
guy.
was.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it was Danny Manning.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going with the Admiral.
And you
Right.
know, before the Jazz, he played for my Los Angeles Clippers.
Who am I?
Got him.
Ricky Ballmer.
Got him.
All right. So we're getting some chat here. Let's go back to the chat here just for a second. So, God. We got Deputy Dog. I'm going to click on this
Yeah,
one here,
yeah,
Ricky.
I'm
All four
stepping up.
guys, historically difficult in-person signers. Now, he was talking about the previous year.
Yeah.
He'd pick Pippen for Arkansas bias, but all choices are solid. We've got the Admiral for number 1 for this year that we just talked about.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a vote for Thunder Dan. Dude, he could shoot the ball. Imagine Thunder Dan in today's NBA.
It would be insane.
Got Joe Johnson. He was a great scorer for the Jazz.
Yeah.
But not the guy I was thinking of. And yeah, so that's where we're at. So let's go back to the list here. Am I dragging this out too long? We're doing all right?
No, we're doing great.
All right. So what we have to recap, we have 87, 88. We're going to go with Detlef Schrempf. 88, 89, Reggie, I think.
Yes.
89, 90, David Robinson. So that leaves 86, 87 Flair. Let's take out Jordan now from a price standpoint.
Yeah.
And Danny Ainge because he's the obvious choice.
You want my top 3?
I do. For 86, 87. Do you got that dramatic music here?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to get with this. The good thing with Ricky, I could have got Cena there. I could have got Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it's anyone's guess these days. Okay.
I mean, this is the biggest basketball set in the history of sets.
I'm going 3-1.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm going Karl Malone 3,
Okay.
Patrick Ewing 2. Oh God.
You serious, Clark?
No. I want to redo. I'm going
Let's restart the show.
Karl Malone 3, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon 2, Barkley 1. I believe in Joe Hendry.
You are the
I can't-
Randy Marsh of Joe Hendry.
Dude, I can't stop.
I could just see you in the courtroom, you're off in your own zone, you're just dancing away. They're all waiting on you, Mr. Ricky. Can you please give us your closing argument?
I could be in the middle of a trial, and if you walked in and played I believe in Joe Hendry. I'd stop without fail.
Are you in court tomorrow?
No, thank God.
Okay. So I think I like where you're at. Olajuwon,
He killed us.
he did.
And he traveled a lot.
He did. He traveled so much. I think I like the three that you picked. I know Clyde the Glide was in there.
Yeah,
but
that's a hard one.
I think he's just outside.
Right.
Joe Dumars I put just behind him.
Yep.
Worthy I put below him.
God, I forgot. Worthy should probably be higher up the list.
He
to be
probably
honest,
should, but to me, he's the era before I watched
agree.
basketball.
I completely agree with you.
So this is a point of personal privilege that I will remove him from the conversation.
Fair.
Danny Ainge, I'm not quite at the financial point where I just want to buy a card to shred it or torture it. Although I will get there again. It's one of my financial goals when I met with my advisor.
Can
Be
I
able to do that.
Can I offer a suggestion regarding Ainge?
Yeah.
You do buy the card. We find him at a local card signing. You let him sign it and right in his face, tear it in half. I'll pay. I'll pay for everything. Do you know how funny that would be? And just throw it in his face. I'll pay your bail. I'll defend you the whole time.
I need to have like some sort of cool exit though.
Yeah.
Like whether it's Triple H like spraying water up and walking out, and you hit my theme song as I march out, or
You spray water right in his face in the air as the cards go flying.
that is an option.
That's like an honorable mention, though.
It is. Okay, so you went Carl, Hakeem, Barkley.
I think so.
God, I'm gonna have to think about this one. man.
Honestly, I'd be shocked if you
I'm gonna
did
have to
totally
think about
agree.
that.
There are so many names here that are so good.
I wonder if you know what.
If Kurt Rambis isn't in your top three, find a new podcast partner.
So here's the thing. Is that what your dad said?
That's what I said to you.
You know what? Maybe since it's the first year, it's the most iconic set.
Yeah. I like what you're doing here.
You see what I got highlighted? I
I-
got 4 highlighted.
4. And honestly, those were the 4 I was debating.
What if I just go 4? What if I go Barkley, Ewing, Malone, and Hakeem?
I love it.
And then we just build it from there.
And to be fair, back then it was Akeem.
On the card, it is Hakeem.
They
You
didn't
are
know how to
correct.
spell
Yeah,
his name.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's what we're going to do. So I think we've got it set. I think that we've got my set going forward. We got a building base here from 86, 87 Fleer up to 89, 90 Fleer. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards for me to build on until we get into the 90s.
Believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, so good.
How much time you guys at home can play? Set the over under at how many weeks? Create like those squares. How many weeks it takes for Chad to take those soundboards off my sound? I'm guessing not many at this rate.
If this has generated quite a bit of comments here in the chat, I'm going to be real curious about what people have to say. Message us over there on Instagram, or even if you're watching this after the live recording over here on YouTube, please feel free to put it in the chat below. I'm not as quick as responding to those, but I'm working on getting better with that.
Definitely.
All right, man. That was kind
Okay.
of interesting.
Yeah, that was fun.
Cool.
All right, well, let's go watch some March Madness. What do you say?
I like it.
I believe. That's all I can hear. All right. It's been another fun show for Chad. I'm Ricky, and we believe in Joe Hendry, and we're wishing all of you a one of one night. I got nothing. I'm spent.
It is tricky. We just did an hour and 40 minutes of podcasting.
Yes, we did.
I'm real curious if people are liking the card release. I mean,
Yeah.
they get 2 episodes. How
Yeah.
could you not like it?
Yeah, get at us at Back to the Future Podcast on Instagram. We want to hear if what we're. This isn't easier to do it this way
No.
for you guys. I'll say that.
No. Oh, there is one thing, like a heartfelt thing that we wanted to say. This week, a lot of the country got hit by a pretty significant storm, and one of our listeners really got impacted. And we just want to say,
I
thought you'd like that one.
yes.
Dan, we hope you're doing all right, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Are you hitting us up from the Holiday Inn right now?
I'd love to know that.
Yeah, Dan. Some big storms. Sounds like blizzard. Even a house nearby him burned down and been without power for a bit. That stuff's scary.
The end of days, dude.
Like, even though Salt Lake has our issues, like our air quality's a wreck, we get hit with major storms. Like, we don't get fire. We don't get significant fires here. We really don't get power outages. Tornadoes we don't get. Someday we're going to get ripped by an earthquake, but yeah, it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
Dan, hopefully you're doing all right, man.
Yeah, we're thinking of you.
Holiday Inn Expresses are good to stay at when you ghost hunt because they have the free breakfast the next day. Like, you're pissed tired. You got demons following you.
Yeah.
You just stagger out of bed and go get your breakfast.
Hey, isn't that something?
Yeah. All right. We're good.
Yeah.
Next week, are we going to be back on Thursday? Let's just take a quick look here. I know I'm usually the issue with that. Still the people. Yeah, it's looking like I should be good.
I think I'm good too.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. If you guys have a topic you want us to hit on, or even a guest, we haven't had a guest here in a hot minute.
We haven't. I was thinking of bringing on as a guest.
Who?
Richard. No. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And he'd probably get us canceled.
Yeah. I don't want to be canceled just yet.
I'll have some chats with him, see if I can ring.
Yeah. Kind of gauge his interest.
I will.
But yeah, we could hit up some guests on here.
But yeah, I would love to do that. And
yeah, I totally forgot.
What?
This would be for the YouTube, and we talk about it next week. Topps Chrome WWE is doing a
buyback.
A buyback.
It was right in my text thread.
Yep, and I even put it in mine to make sure that we talked about it, and we completely forgot about it. We'll have to talk about that next week.
Yeah, let's maybe get a Dan from Omaha update next week.
I like it.
Have him on. That's been suggested.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, if you guys
or
have
Joe Hendry,
dude.
Can you imagine if I got Joe Hendry?
If Dan shows up dressed up as Joe Hendry, he's getting the nickname back.
I want to see if I can make a jib jab of Randy Marsh, but your head on there, clapping to
that
Joe Hendry.
and Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
dude. I would watch it 100 times a night before going to sleep.
All right, guys. Thanks for jumping on. We appreciate it. Enjoy March Madness, and we'll see you all next Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, they get a show on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we'll see you Wednesday.
And then we see you Thursday. Because today we did Wednesday.
Yeah.
For next week, but yesterday Wednesday, which you already heard us and saw us, we actually did the week ago Thursday, and we double dipped that into Wednesday and Thursday. And
I was so excited. I was getting ready for today. I'm like, oh yeah, we only have to do our regular show. And then you hit me with, oh, we're gonna do the show.
Hey, at least we didn't do three.
No,
we did three
you're
last
right.
week.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that
And
was
I'm
a drag.
like, oh yeah, I didn't even do the math on this. If I had an abacus, I wouldn't.
We're gonna get an abacus.
Done.
Okay, bye.